guys, today I want to share with you a meal that I like to meal prep during the week and have on hand either for lunches or for dinner. It's really easy to make a whole bunch at one time and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. So I'm going to prep this because this is what I'm making for dinner tonight, so I thought I would go ahead and share it with you guys. What we're going to need first is chicken. I have my chicken breasts here and I've already flattened them out, so you're going to want to take, I used my cutting board, covered them with saran wrap, and then I pounded them out with a mallet. So you want them really flat. And so I have a packet here that I'm going to continue prepping. And so I have my chicken set aside. You want to preheat your oven to 400, and then you're going to need one medium-sized bowl. And in the bowl, we're going to add our tomatoes. I have about 10 to 15 little cherry tomatoes. And you're going to want to take these, I halved them in half already. So go ahead and pour these into your bowl. And then I have about 2 ounces of fresh mozzarella pearls, and I cut these in half, and some of them I even did quarters. It's up to you, but go ahead and mix those in there. You'll also need some basil. I forgot to buy the basil, and so I was going to run out this morning and go pick it up, but I was like, no, I want to film this and get it done, so I didn't go pick it up. But if you have basil on hand, don't forget the basil. You can also use Italian seasonings if you want to add that in. So you're going to have your tomatoes and your mozzarella cheese, and then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. Okay, so you have your balsamic, your basil when you have it, mozzarella cheese, and your tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. And now what we're going to do is, I prepped these this morning. Since I have a little one now, I have to do things when I can, and so I woke up early this morning and I prepped the zucchini and the squash. So what you're going to do is wash and prep your zucchini and squash. You're going to cut them lengthwise and then cut them into these little like half moon shapes. So I already cut all of mine up and I have them in bowls here. So I just use one of each, one zucchini and one squash. So set those aside. And now you're going to need some aluminum foil. And I tell you guys, this is really simple. You can prep this like really quick and make this all at one time. And it's just really nice to have on hand, and it's like a quick, healthy meal. Okay, so now I have all of my sheets of aluminum foil set out. And the first thing we're going to do is take our zucchini and squash, and we're going to just place them in the center of the aluminum foil. So you're going to just place both of them. And then we're going to add a little drizzle of olive oil across the top of them, and then a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're just going to set those aside. So you want to have all of your aluminum foils, and I usually stack these out on this island. I'll put all of my aluminum foils and then just go through and do zucchini squash all through. It's easier if you're going to prep a whole bunch at one time, but since I'm filming this for you guys, I'm going to do it individually. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my veggies on my aluminum foil, and then we'll get on to our next step. Okay, so I went ahead on my aluminum foils and I put my squash, zucchini, salt and pepper. You can also add a little bit of Italian seasoning to these. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. So now I have my Italian seasoning on top of my veggies. The next thing we're going to do is take our flattened out chicken, lay it on top of the veggies, and then we're going to take a little bit of our tomato and mozzarella mix, and we're going to sprinkle that on top of our chicken. Okay, so we went ahead and we have our flattened out chicken. I added the mozzarella and tomato mix on top of each one. The next thing we're going to do is take the chicken and we're going to roll them. And you want to have some toothpicks handy because these things will not stay together. So you want to roll them and then take your toothpicks to kind of stick them together so they'll stay. And then we're going to go ahead and fold these little foil packets up, and we're going to put them in the oven at 400 for 25 minutes. Okay, now I have all of the chickens rolled and I put the toothpicks in them to keep them together. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and fold up our packets. So you just want to fold up your little foil packs, and then I'm going to put these on a baking dish and then put them in the oven, like I said, 25 minutes at 400. Okay, so our foil packets are packed up. I have a couple of these that are going to be going in. So I just have a couple of these trays. I probably could fit them all on one if I stacked them, but I always do them in 2 separate trays. So I'm going to have them in the oven like this, all the little foil packs in the dish, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven. Okay guys, our chicken is out of the oven and it's really hot. I'm going to let it cool. I will get a photo of it completed for you guys so you can see it at the end. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's something that's really easy to prep, so if you want to do it on a weekend, go ahead and do that just so you have them throughout the week. So it's just convenient for you when you either get home from work or time for dinner, lunches, whatever it may be, and you don't really even need to do a side because the veggies are already included. But if you want to make a side with it, that would be great too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!